please turn towards me? Please? I can't see what you're doing.
Do it again. Sorry, there's a little opera woman who lives inside of me who wants to come out at the most inopportune times. Do it again.
You got this.
Did I hate attack?
Like when... I know it's hard, but I think you can do it. You just have to do the whole thing legato.
Homework medal.
Fuck you.
You're not like...
Stop trying to fuck me up while I'm trying to play. Asshole.
Wherever jump! Do it again! Hit the thing, do it again! Do the reap, choke on a dick!
You're doing the thing. You're not resolving it.
I know.
You keep landing on the wrong note.
I know.
Stop landing on the wrong note.
I know. I know. For me, it was more of a mental thing. As far as like, it constantly gave me something to strive for. No matter what, guitar always grounded me because I could always go back to it. And it gave me a lot of purpose, especially when you're working a 9-to-5 job and you go in and then you come out and it pisses you off. There's something to go back to.
See, like, I feel like a lot of people would come home and they drink and play video games, and that.
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem, is that's what people do. Is so it all depends on people take their problems and they drink, they do drugs, they
like
hide
escapism.
inside. Yeah, guitar for me was an escapism,
but it's like a productive escapism.
Yes,
though.
that's where the balance is that if you are constantly escaping and not doing something with the escape, then you're just standing still. You're not doing anything. I mean, it's fine to come home and play a game or relax, and some people drink, and that's fine if it's controlled, but when you let it control you
needed to control something.
Yeah, and that's the thing about productivity. That's something you control. You control how productive you are. I can't go any higher.
Literally just fixed the ending note. That was almost perfect.
I couldn't go any higher. I was trying to go higher to the next note, but it wasn't there. But it's not there. It's not there. We'd be practicing the stuff, and we'd get to the solos, and I'd play the solo, and you're just like, what are you doing? And I'd be like, that is what you wrote. And we'd go back and look at it, and you'd be like, holy shit, how can anybody actually play that? And I'm like, right? You'd be like playing up here, and then all of a sudden you've got to be down here at the other end of the guitar. How the fuck do you do that? Getting tired.
Grass, wake up!
No, not the water. No. That flourish.
I'm sorry, I wanted to get the jacket off, and it was just like, I've always wanted to do this, just...
I've seen it assumed that because we have a home studio, we are therefore not serious about the music that we're creating.
We had to be extra serious to make a home studio, okay? That level of commitment.
Yeah.
What did I do? What the... Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on a minute.
Then I spoke with Ermin from Systematic Productions. He's worked with Periphery, he's worked with Devin Townsend, he's worked with Architects, and what he said was that symphonic metal is such a difficult genre to mix. Like, all engineers hate mixing symphonic metal. Just little known secret in the industry. And the reason for that is that you cannot get clarity from everything. Guitars fight with the orchestra, which fights with the vocals, which fights with the drums.
What the fuck are you doing? You gotta come back and finish mixing the album.
No, I can't do it.
All right, come on, let's go.
Ehrman said that Yari from Winter Sun built a home studio for the same reason, that he would, workshop these mixes to the studios his labels would recommend, and he hated it. And ultimately, you have to be so close to the project and so familiar with it. It was to make the music sound right to me. And now, Ehrman did say at one point, I was getting more clarity out of these symphonic metal mixes than some of the top engineers he had heard could. So that, to me, is why we stick with the home studio approach, because, to me, the music doesn't sound right otherwise. It has nothing to do with being less serious.
God damn it, why does this keep happening?
Here, flip this table.
Okay.
If I could have just paid a studio to do this instead of investing, how long? 6 years into learning audio engineering?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 6 years of work that could have just gone to my guitar,
You okay, Kevin?
No.
What happened?
Music is hard.
I shouldn't be laughing. Guys, he's been on the floor for 30 minutes just making little sad sounds.
Candy. Candy can't remove the ache from my soul. What do I play here? What do I do? I don't even...
We're gonna be here a while.
You.
At the rate that you are deleting things, the solo will probably be done by next week.
Fuck you.
Your delusion rests in a tower of glass from rushing down.
Music is impactful generations later, decades later. What I'm trying to say is that... What am I trying to say?
I don't know, what are you trying to say?
Because why I was passionate about it before has changed from
What it
8
used
years
to be
ago.
and what it's in
Well, I mean, it used to be, it was yeah, I want to be one of them cool guys that play guitar. Once you get so far, your idea behind why you play kind of changes. And when I sit down and play, there's just this feeling of I can do this, and this is not something that a lot of other people do or choose to do. But then there are people that do it, and this will impact them.
Yeah. It kind of...
leaving, someone will find our music and hear it and go and will learn something from it.
Yeah.
And
that's one of the biggest things for me is some of the comments that you guys leave on things like the blog posts, that validates an entire worldview for me. When you guys say you totally understand that you felt from the beginning that the music comes from that place of hardship, and you feel it helps you with your hardships, and us coming through what we have is encouraging to you. It's nothing means more than that.
And that's another thing that I was going to say about hardships, and I think that resonating with people is important. That is something that you're passionate about, and that just kind of carries over into other people. They connect with that.
Yeah. Well, it's just really cool because it's the thing that got me through my hardest times was the music, and if that can do the same thing for other people who are struggling, like I said, nothing means more than that.
I got a random message from Facebook from somebody that was how do you do it? Pretty much. It was how do you keep that passion? And I'm pretty much just keep going and just keep doing it. You'll find what you need to find, you know.
That's amazing.
And I've actually, off the record again, I've had that kind of conversation with other people, but it's with being a dad is where I've had that conversation, but it's the same idea, you know, because I like being a dad, you know, it's something that I love, just like I love music and playing guitar. It's and I want to be able to pass that down to him, or if not, I'd like for him to at least understand, you know, that there are things that you can do that you can be passionate about, that yes, that you can do anything that you put your mind to, because that's what music is about. It's about doing something and it impacts other people. You know,
Absolutely.
That's a good thing, I think.
It also like fulfills the self too.
Yes, yeah, I think
Sorry,
that's...
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. No, that's exactly what I was going to say. That's what I was going for. That's what I was looking for, those words, is it's self-fulfillment.
Yeah.
You know?
That
music is one of those self-fulfilling things.
Yeah.
I always loved music. Like, that was always how I got through hard times, was just listening to my favorite bands. And, you know, I liked Nightwish, I liked a lot of alternative bands. I liked some metal. These guys got me into the heavier stuff that was a little more obscure. But I still always looked at anyone performing on stage and, you know, being such like a shy kid, it's like, oh man, I could never be like that. I could never do what they do. I could never have that like craft and control over your sound and how you execute your voice to other people and your emotions to other people. And then like just practicing and just doing it, it's like, holy shit, I can do that too. I can be like them. There's no bridge between me and them. And now, being where I am, after all the hardships I've faced, and like, you know, you never stop growing, but like overcoming all these like insurmountable obstacles, you feel so much better. And now I've got people messaging me like, you're amazing for where you are, and you know, you sound beautiful, and you know, how do you do it? And it's like, you're the same as me. You're the exact. I'm not anything. You are the same as me, though. We are literally just both talking online. We're people too, and like, it just, to be able to connect with people like that. And I think this point in time is very special too, because the bridges between, like, I mean, everyone's kind of on equal ground. Anything is achievable now. There's no such thing as garage bands. Everyone can just do anything if they really want to.
Exactly.
And I think that sort of thing, to be able to like spread that, like, you can fucking do anything, that makes me happy. Like, that makes it so I wake up every day just like happy. Like, I can do it. Anyone can do it.